Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? How's life? How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. A day of love for most of us. Being in a relationship on Valentine's Day is awesome. Not being in a relationship on Valentine's Day is it's okay sometimes. But I've always loved today because it's my grandma's birthday. My dad's mom was born on Valentine's Day in the 30s. Right? Yeah, 30s. So it's her birthday. So happy birthday, Grandma. I love you so, so much. And with it being Valentine's Day and love, I'm going to talk about 10 things that I love. And it's going to get real mushy. So if you ain't about that mushy life, just click away. Go on one of my other videos. I really am not a mushy Let me restart that. I am really not a mushy person. I have my moments like right now. And I feel like I can only have this mushy moment with you is because right now you're just a camera and I'm by myself. Well, my cat's over here, but he doesn't care. So that's really the only reason why I can be mushy with you guys, because y'all ain't here. So let's get started with the mushiness. And first and foremost, my parents. I love my parents so, so much. They mean the world to me. They deserve the world. That is what I strive for in life, is to give my parents the world, to pay them back for every single thing that they did for me growing up. Because, guys, I could be a bratty child. Who knew? I was overdramatic and sassy, and I want to be like my sister, who's also those things. Love you, sis. But yeah, my parents provided me everything I could ever wish for, plus so, so much more. I mean, I went to Disney twice. I mean, technically, like, my sister went to this youth missions camp down in Florida, and we went to Magic Kingdom for the day when I was 3, and then we went for a whole week when I was 9. But growing up, I always thought we had lots of money. I thought my parents were rich. Come to find out, they were not. We're working middle class, but, like, that's better than anything. Like, it's good. It's good. I had good friends growing up. I went to church. Like, life was awesome for me growing up. I definitely had it way better than some people and not as good as others, but I enjoyed my life. I enjoyed my childhood. And my parents are amazing people, and they still continue to help me every single day. They still continue to support me in more ways than one, and I just think they deserve the world. I think they deserve a year-long vacation because they are such hard workers. Sometimes my mom works open to close so my dad can have a day off. My dad goes above and beyond in his job, as well as my mother. My mom goes in for people when there's like no one else to go in. My dad works, like, my mom likes, when we go on vacation, likes to leave as soon as possible, because more so than not, someone's gonna call the problem and we're gonna have to go there and spend lots of hours there until that problem is fixed. My parents are just amazing humans, and the world does not deserve them, and I'm just so happy that they're my parents. Okay, I could go on forever. Next up is my sister. I love my sister so much. We're 7 years apart, so she's more like a second mom to me than a sister, but like a cool young mom. You know, like, she had me when she was a teenager, but she wasn't a teenager because she was 7. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so she has 7 more years of life experience than I do, and so I tend now, more so than when I was younger, I tend to go for her for advice when I feel like I don't know who else to go to, because she's been there, she's done that, she's dealt with it. She is the only person in the world who knows the craziness of our parents and who gets to suffer with me through it all. I mean, I guess not suffer, enjoy it. She is my built-in best friend. She's my ride or die. She's my A1 since day one, and I just love her so much. Sometimes she can get on my nerves, but I can also get on her nerves, and we're sisters. So, like, if we didn't get on each other's nerves, I'd be concerned. But yeah, growing up, I wanted to be just like her. I always wanted to be with her and her friends. At one point, we shared a room, even though we did not need to, because I wanted to. So, in my parents' house, there are 2 bedrooms, and then we have a upstairs, and then we have a basement that I don't know how it happened. I think it was just there when they got there. I'm not sure, but there's like this wall, and then there's a room, a big old room in the basement. Now it's my dad's library, but it was my parents' room, and then one day I told my mom I wanted to like have my room down there, so I moved down there, and so did my sister, and so I was always so excited because she would be like, get out of my room. I'm like, it's my room too. So, and then one day, the little loser face tricked me into moving my room back upstairs. Because my mom asked me if I wanted to move back upstairs, and I had it in my head. We were playing Barbies. I remember this, Sarah, don't you dare lie to me. And I was going to say no. I was going to be like, no. And then she whispered it in my ear, yes, and that's what came out. And I was so mad. But my mom, I don't know, like, if they would let me, like, move back down or whatever. And then she got the room, and it became the black hole. And I moved upstairs across from my parents, and so I was, like, middle elementary, I think, when that happened. And as I got into middle school and I was in high school, I was so glad I had my own room. So, in retrospect, thanks. But, like, elementary Megan still is salty about it. And then, so as I got older, I didn't want to be with her anymore. Like, I didn't want to be her. I didn't want to have anything to do with her, because she was always off with her friends. And then I started getting my own life, and then she started taking interest in me, but I didn't take interest in her anymore. And then I graduated high school, and then from 18 to 23, we've just become so much closer, and I'm just so grateful for her. I can be my true authentic self with her, and she might judge me, but she still loves me. And like, we have these memories. Like, I have memories of playing Sims with her, and those are some of my most favorite memories. She used to take photo shoots with me and my friends, and I loved doing that. And she's just been a top-notch sister. Sometimes I'm just like, shut up. I don't need your opinion. Go away. I know what I'm doing. I'm 23. And then I crawl back like, I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. I love you. But yeah, she's just an amazing human, and I love her. And I'm glad I got stuck with her. Next up is my boyfriend. So, at this point of filming, we have been dating for 1 year and 4 months. 1 year and 4 months. And, not 1 year, oh my god, 2 years. 2 years and 4 months. Oh my god. We have been dating for 2 years and 10 months. In 4 months. And it has been the best 2 years and 4 months of my life. There are times when I'm just like, I just wish he'd grow up. I just can't take it. He's such a boy. He's acting like a child. And then there's majority of the time I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with him. I'm so glad we met. And like, I feel like also that's part of a relationship. Like, my relationship before him, I rarely got annoyed at him. We never fought. And I feel like that had a lot to do with me and how I held my feelings back, and I never told him like how I was feeling, because I didn't want us to break up, because I thought he was my end all and be all. He was not. That was a bad, toxic relationship. I mean, okay, it wasn't a bad relationship, but it was a toxic one. But I'm very grateful for it, because it helped me learn. And so now, even if it's tough, me and my boyfriend talk things out, and usually, well, obviously, every time it's good, we talk things out, we're good, we're Gucci, we're cool, and it makes us stronger, and we know next time to not do that and to do this, and it's so much more more of a healthy relationship than I have had in the past, and honestly, I feel like this is my best relationship to date. And I just love him so much. He lets me be myself. He lets me be crazy, dramatic, whatever. Like, back in January, I got a freaking shredder. Because for some reason, I love shredding papers, credit cards, CDs, whatever I can shred, I love it. And I will do it. And he was like, this is ridiculous, but go for it. Like, he supported me in that. He supports me in everything I want to do. And I can really just, I can see a future with him. I can see marrying him, moving in with him, having kids with him, just having him be my last relationship. And yeah, I could go on forever, but I don't want your faces to melt off with all this gushiness. Next is my best friend. Oh my goodness, my best friend. We, in the spring, will have been best friends for 19 years. Oh my gosh. We met in 2001 and Young Fives, and then that was when we met. And then we started getting to know each other in summer school because we wanted to skip kindergarten and go straight to first grade, or at least our moms wanted to, because apparently it's the same thing as Young Fives. So we did that, and that's how we got close, and we have had some ups and downs. In the beginning, I wanted to be with the cool girl who was my best friend at that time. Like, I had 2 best friends, guys. You can do that. And I wanted to be just like her. I wanted her to like me, so I kind of like snuffed off my best friend, and I thought she was gross and dirty, and I still liked her and I wanted to be her friend. I just wanted her to be over there, and I was going to be over here with the cool kids. And then 5th grade rolled around, and I started not hanging out with them anymore, the cool kids, because it was just so much work, and I felt like I was pretending to be something I wasn't. And with her and our other group of friends, I could just be myself, and I didn't have to try so hard. And so me and the other girl grew apart. I still love her. She's an amazing girl. You know who you are. If you ever need anything, call me. But me and my best friend we clicked, and I feel like that's when our relationship, 6th grade, it was 6th grade, not 5th grade, 6th grade. In 6th grade, I feel like that's when our relationship got really super strong, and we've been through breakups, we've been through puberty, we've been through everything, and I just love her to death. And we always tell each other we know too much about each other, so we're stuck with each other for the rest of our lives, and we're going to be ghost besties and scare the crap out of people, and it's going to be amazing. And I just love her so much. She is one of the only people that I can think of that does not sugarcoat anything. She tells me the truth, even if I don't want to hear it, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, shut up, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't care about your opinion, but then in the long run, I'm like, okay, yeah, you were right, it's cool. She has gotten me through so many things, and I've gotten her through so many things. She is the reason why I got my first tattoo, why I have 2 others, why I want more. She is just an amazing person, and I love her so much. And yeah, like, we're gonna be friends forever. Like, she's stuck. I'm sorry. Next is my cat. My cat Bruno. He's right there sleeping. You probably can't see him. I love him so much. I rescued him from the shelter. It'll be a year in May, and it was the best decision I ever made. My mom actually had the idea. Like, I asked her if I could have a cat because I live with my grandpa, and I didn't know if he wanted one. And so they talked about it, and he agreed, and my mom said I could have the cat only if I took full responsibility, and I was like, yes. And so we went to the shelter on May 4th, 2019, not 20. And as soon as we walked in, he started meowing, and I was just like, I don't know. I looked at all the other cats. He just kept meowing. And then I went over to him. I started playing with him, and I was like, yeah, I want this one. This is my cat. Bruno's my cat. He came with his name, and he's 5. He'll be 6 in May. because that's the birthday I gave him, because we don't know his birthday, but he was 5 when we got him. So he was 5 at the time. He's had that name, I'm pretty sure, his entire life. We didn't see the need to change it. Bruno's not a bad name either, so yeah, I love him so much. He is just the best cat in the entire world, and yeah, I love cuddling with him. And he's just over there sleeping, ignoring me like usual. My job. I absolutely love my job. It can be stressful because I'm a teacher. I'm a daycare teacher, and it can be stressful. The kids can get on my last nerve, and sometimes they don't listen, and I'm just like, I need a moment. But at the end of the day, it's so rewarding, and I love it so much because there was one time where this little girl, she was trying to learn how to tie her shoes, and she couldn't quite get it, and so I showed her how I learned, and she got it, and now she can tie her shoes, and I did that. I helped her learn how to tie her shoes, and it was just the most amazing feeling in the entire world. And I love it when you're teaching a kid something, and they don't get it at the beginning, but they keep working at it, and then they get it. Like, I've seen kids who come to my center and they do not speak, they don't really show emotions, and they're like 4 years old, and by the time they get out of our center, they know how to, they talk a lot, they can read, and they show their emotions, and it's just from not being able to talk to being able to read a full book, like a children's book, is just so amazing. And I just love the work that I do, and I love the girls that I work with. And yes, I work with all girls, and so it can get a little high school sometimes, but at the end of the day, we're a team, we're a family, and I love those girls so much, and I love my kids. And honestly, my kids, I always call them my kids even though I don't have any of my own kids. I have my daycare kids, and they can just turn my day around so much. Like in January, my childhood dog passed away, and my mom told me when I was on my lunch break, and I was sad, I was crying, but after my lunch break, I wiped my tears away, I composed myself, and I went out and played with my kids, and I just forgot all about it, and they just made it all so much better, and they didn't even know what had happened. They just knew that Miss Megan went on a break, and now she's back, and she's playing with us. So yeah, I just love my job. Sorry, let me. Next is Disney. I absolutely love Disney. I love the company. I just love everything about Disney. I grew up loving Disney. I blame my sister because she's a Disney fanatic too. Disney just makes me so happy. Living in Michigan. I love Michigan so much. There are times in the winter where I'm like, this is crap. I want to be warm. I hate snow and ice. But I love that I can experience all 4 seasons sometimes in one day. But I love that I get a summer. I love that I get a fall and a winter and a spring. This winter has been kind of weird. But we have had some snow. I love Michigan. It is so beautiful. I am so awestruck about how beautiful Michigan is. Like, I always forget how beautiful it is until I see pictures. I'm like, dang, I live there. That's awesome. I especially love going up north to the UP, which is Upper Peninsula if you're not from Michigan or you don't know what that means. And yeah, I love living in Michigan, and I'm so happy that that's where I live. Friends, the show. I love Friends, the show. It's my favorite show ever in all of history. It was way before my time. Not way before my time. It started in 94 and I was born in 96, so it was 2 years before my time, but I didn't watch it when it was airing. Originally, I watched it in reruns on Nick at Night. That's how I got introduced to it. But yeah, I just love it. It's a classic. like takes me back. It always makes me happy when I'm sad, depressed, whatever, angry. Like, I always laugh. It just makes me feel so good inside, and like that's a show where I can have it on in the background and just come to a random part and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen, or that happened. I've seen it so many times and I just love it. And then lastly, reality TV. I love reality TV. It is one of my favorite types of TV. It's reality TV. So I love the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I love the Teen Mom franchise. I love the drama. It's amazing. But yeah, I love reality TV, and you can never get it. I can never get enough. It's amazing. It just makes me so happy. Like, I got broken up with, and I watched the Kardashians, and I went from sad to moderately happy because it just made me so happy. I just love it. Okay, so those are 10 things that I love. Let me know 10 things that you love down in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it. Sorry if I got mushy. I'm normally not like this. I don't know, I have a defect, I guess. And this video might be a little on the longer side. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. I post new videos every single Friday at 4. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see your beautiful faces next week. Bye.